The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
I love gold!
Welcome everybody to the newest edition of Pillow Talk. I am your boy. Yes, I am your homeboy. Give me some skin, I suppose is what they say. It's your boy Franklin. Find me at Bug TV Franklin. And as always, I am joined by the coolest uncle of my whole world, the Miata riding, Greyhound flying, limousine band riding. I can't do this, Howard. How are you doing?
Well, hey, that ain't no jive, brother. I'm glad we're talking homeboy style today.
Right.
Just wanted to say I think you're a pretty cool cat, brother.
Yeah.
And I am the limousine stealing, freewheeling, drug dealing, and all around private property stealing man. I did stealing already. I'm sorry. I was on the spot. I wasn't ready for that one. I'm Uncle Hollywood Hunk Howard.
Hollywood Hunk Howard?
That's
You're
right.
Hollywood Hunk Howard?
I'm the Hollywood Hunk.
Are things really better in threes?
Oh, they are. The Triple H. That's what they call
Triple
me.
H. Good old Hunter Hearst Hemsley.
I'm the cerebral assassin.
Oh, man. And as always, we record this live from our king-size bed, the bed me and my uncle share. Some might consider that to be unnatural, but I consider it to be very practical because we share a bed, we share a passion for many things: wrestling,
Tussling.
what else? Tussling, twins,
Roughhousing.
roughhousing, but also we share a passion for cinema. The movies. You seen the Coke can and the Milk Duds walk to the lobby and the drive-through?
Yeah.
And the drive-in, I should say. They're having a good time. That's like me and my uncle. We're eating Milk Duds in the sack.
Franklin, what's your preferred before movie ad? The one where the kid is nervous to go on the date, and then his dad and mom remember that they were nervous to go on a date like that, or the one where they're all singing about they love Coke, but they're making the beat with like moving the straws up and down and stuff like that?
Oh, I hate that kind of stuff. That whole like, hey, we're making music with our surroundings.
Yeah,
and I don't.
The rhythm of the earth or whatever.
The earth is the ultimate instrument, Howard. Don't you know? Don't you know?
It
Banging
has
on
to
a
be.
trash can?
It
Drumming
has
on
to
a
be
street
because
light?
every instrument is ultimately from the earth.
True. See, I will answer you with a different one. I like the 2019 see something, say something. It's like emojis at AMC, and they say if you spot any suspicious characters, like, and there's a suspicious emoji,
Oh yeah.
go tell an employee or head for the exits. It's like it tries to calmly explain to you what to do in case of a disaster with some little
Yeah.
emojis and like sodas bouncing around and just like these little smiley face balls running towards the exit.
Hey, it might be pretty poop emoji if a gun emoji comes into the movie theater.
The gun emoji's gone now. That was replaced.
Oh,
by
it's
the
squirt gun. Well,
Well, he
you
didn't
wouldn't
get
want to get squirted.
Somebody comes in for Super Soaker. That's gonna be a big frowny face.
There's a reason you never see super soakers used in war. They're too inhumane.
They're too nobody. Hey, he might catch a cold. He might catch pneumonia.
Yeah,
That
he's
guy has
gonna
a family.
he's gonna get all wet. He doesn't have a change of clothes.
I don't know where our wars are being. I know where our wars are being fought.
They're being fought at home every day with our proud men and women of the boys in blue.
That's right. That's right. And I wonder if the Al Qaeda, they're still a thing. ISIS are the new
I don't
ones.
know. What's the difference?
I don't know either. Have they
No one
have they thought
does.
of using super soakers and getting our boys soaked? humiliated, squirting us in the crotch.
That's the only thing that's helped us not lose so badly to those guys, is it's the desert, so they don't have a lot of water to squirt at our boys.
Man, I don't know squat, because I just think of those places as just like endless deserts and like maybe a few patches of like rural-ish land that's kind of livable.
I've seen like some videos of, you know, like ISIS fighters getting blown up or whatever, and it seems pretty just nothing over there.
Damn, that's depressing, man. No wonder they're mad.
Yeah, I would be mad too. It's like if you lived an entire country of like eastern Nevada.
Yeah. You're just like jerking off there and there's sand blowing everywhere. It's a mess.
Yeah, you got to deal with Jawas.
You gotta deal with Jawa stealing your shit all the goddamn time. Yeah.
You're getting a quarter of a portion for your hard work.
You get your scraps. You know, you got this big guy. Look, I'm not. I'm not saying it's anti-Semitic. Unkarplut. I don't know. He's giving you just your muffins in a plastic container that you eat earlier. You eat later.
Those
and then
look
the Jawas
so
take your.
Good though. I thought
They do look good.
Man.
Is that what the portion is? Is just like extra protein muffins?
Yeah, it's just a protein muffin. I don't know what Ray's so upset about.
Yeah, she could have gotten like 80 of them for BB-8.
How come she was so desperate to get food back on Jakku, but once she's in space, you never see her eat once.
You think she'd be eating like
she'd
she
be
goes to
pigging
Mascanada.
out? Yeah.
Oh no. Family show.
Mascanada.
Oh God. Oh.
She likes that Wookiee, but I like that Mascanada.
You like that Mascanada, man? Yeah. Why not? The Mazda Canada. That's the name of a location, man.
Mazda Canada is almost as good as a Mazda Miata.
Almost, right? Almost. Anyways, every night before me and you go to bed,
Together.
we choose a film to watch. And this one, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have to bring the partition in today. A big bed sheet with some clothing pins. That it's across our bed, a little bit of a divider.
We also have mosquito netting. Just
we do
FYI.
have that as well, which is not as effective in terms of it's not. It's just mesh that I can see clearly through, and I don't care much for.
But it does keep out the nano drones.
It does keep out those nano drones that Tony Stark wears, so it's very important, that nanotech. I don't want to get an Iron Man suit put on me in the middle of the night.
No, you do not want the extremis armor.
No, I don't, man. I really don't. I don't want to have like 200 pounds of steel implanted on me in the middle of the night just to go fight some bad guys.
There's only one kind of American steel that I want to be behind the wheel of, and that's a 1967 Chevy Camaro.
I thought you were going to say some Real Steel, your favorite movie with Hugh Jackman.
Oh, man, that makes me want to change the movie I was picking tonight, because I do love Real Steel, the
We've
best
talked
movie.
about Real Steel.
I think I've picked it probably months ago.
Yeah. So my movie, 8 minutes into this lovely, very professional podcast,
Yeah, very educational.
Very, the shows back in the day, they would have E and I in the right corner. You know what that meant? Educational and informal.
Ooh.
That means you learned something. Bill Nye had it.
E and I.
Yeah. So it was for the smart shows.
Sex Pistols.
Yes. So E and I should be in our show as well. But regardless, my movie is particularly horny. It's called Coyote Ugly.
And now there's nothing ugly about this movie. It's the
That's
funny
right.
thing.
I want to go to the bar it was based on someday.
Oh,
That's the goal.
Now that is definitely my dream.
I think there's a Hall of Fame of bras, if I recall correctly.
Is that so? I know they've got snipers on top of their building with a kill order if I'm seen within 7-block radius of the establishment. So
That is true. I forgot they do have your 8x10
They
at
do.
the door.
I'm one of the only people who's been preliminarily 86'd from almost every notable televised bar. Even
That's
Roadhouse, they won't let me in.
Yeah, they won't let you in the Roadhouse. They won't even let you in the new Max, the one in Chicago that's just based off Saved by the Bell.
No,
What did you do to that magician? What did you do to Max?
Well, magician is known for making things disappear. Well, I made something of my own disappear.
Did you make Max suck your dick, dude?
No, instead of stealing an identity, I switched an identity, and I made a very sizable debt to the United States federal government disappear.
Lord, that is a scam right there, Howard. That is the long con.
That's why
Anyways,
I'm legally named Magician Max.
Magician Max. See, didn't know that. Didn't know that till now. I hope Max, actor Ed Alonzo, is listening to the show.
Hector Alonzado from the Valentine's Day movies?
No. Ed Alonzo is the man who played Max in Saved by the Bell, the Harry Houdini waiter who waited on the teens and interfered with their lives quite a bit. And I guess that got too creepy. He was gone after one season.
He was like Q from Star Trek, but a magician waiter.
Yeah. He was very much like that. He was very much a gizmo and gadget guy.
Yeah, real math magician.
Anyways, so I have never seen a minute of Coyote Ugly, but I know it's horny. I mean, I know that in 2000 they said, hey, we could just make a movie about women who work at a bar and
have
I guess
a great
sex
time
sells.
doing it.
Yeah, and it's a sex sells, which I get. I'm a business major enthusiast. I'm a fan of business majors. I don't have one myself, but, whatever. A bachelor's degree. I am a bachelor. I know a lot about that.
And you are often given the third degree.
I have been given the third degree, so that's how my expertise plays into this. So yeah, I wanna watch Coyote Ugly, and I do want to have the partition up tonight, just out of respect for whatever happens. But I know you have a movie picked out as well, Howard. I'm open to hearing it.
Well, true crime is one of the most popular subjects of the modern era. Everyone loves hearing about horrific murders and, man's inhumanity to man. But people think this is a new phenomenon, but crime has been documented for decades now. And I'm bringing a little bit of a throwback back to 1993 when we watched a movie about one of the most notorious killers to ever exist, a man named Jason Voorhees, and what happens when he's finally caught and compromised to a permanent end. The movie that I picked is called Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday.
Now, I have never seen this. This is before or after Space?
This is actually after Space, it turns out.
After Space.
Yes.
I guess he had the final conquest then.
Yeah.
And now oh man. So a tragic ending to a complicated figure.
Yeah, he's a lot like Venezuela, where there's good and there's bad to it.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's exactly like Venezuela. Jason Voorhees, he's caused a lot of people a lot of problems. I'm not a big horror movie guy. Was he bothering Jamie Lee Curtis a while back?
No, that was
Michael Myers.
That was
Austin
Hollywood's
Powers.
funny man himself, Michael Myers. Yeah, that's
I
right.
told you he was a bad man, but nobody wanted to listen to me.
I
Mike
believe
Myers,
you.
I hated him. He was the worst.
But did you see The Love Guru? That's very funny, Dr. Evil.
That is a very good movie, but he didn't invite me to any of the premieres. Look up Austin Powers. All the movies of Mike Myers. When has Dr. Evil ever been invited? What about the actor who plays Fat Bastard?
Your mini-me was there. That's almost you. It's a clone.
That is true. Very true. However, I was not invited. I told you he was a creep. There's documented proof he harassed Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's
2
true.
decades.
That's uncalled for. And we all know that it was so traumatic that Jamie Lee Curtis became half of a man, genetically.
All right, Dr. Evil. Can I thank you? Scooch
Is
over
that
a bit.
true? That story, by the way, about her.
Because she cut her hair? Is that what we're
No,
going?
people said that she had like 3X genes and 4Ys or something. All
This is
goofy
a
crazy.
thing?
Yeah.
I could see that only. I mean, just like the dum-dum in me is just like, oh, she had short hair.
She has
so, like,
short hair and true
so, like,
eyes.
So she's She's like a man, but like a man we want to do or something, you know? Is that like the logic of...
Let's think of every woman who's probably a man. Sinead O'Connor.
Wasn't Lady Gaga accused of...
Lady Gaga was accused of it. In fact, it was even parodied in the long, uncensored version of the Bad Romance video. But we're so off topic! So anyway,
Jason goes to hell.
Jason goes to hell, but the thing about Jason is he's so bad that hell can't stop him.
It's like you. It's like you being sent to prison and getting out for bad behavior.
Yeah, Jason's behavior is far too bad for hell.
The devil's like, you gotta go, man. You're a bad dude. Get the hell out of my home.
But there's a twist ending at the end of Jason Goes to Hell.
Okay.
Where you think maybe Jason has made it or something, and then what do you see but Freddy Krueger's hand?
Oh, shit. Wait, now...
And then that sets up the absolutely fantastic film, Freddy vs. Jason.
Okay, with Kelly Rowland.
Yes.
The star of
Everything
Destiny's Child
you
group.
do, all I wanna be is you. Or whatever.
Is that a Kelly Rowland song?
Yeah, it is. I'm
Okay.
even with my boo.
Oh, that was her hit.
That was the video where she's on her sidekick and she's
Her T-Mobile
looking at
sidekick?
her T-Mobile sidekick. Oh, don't get me started on T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
And she's looks at it, and the camera shows that she's looking at an Excel spreadsheet.
Well, you know, she's doing the math on her career, and the numbers don't lie. It spells disaster for her.
Yeah,
so.
she should have never tried to go solo. She should have hitched her star to the Beyonce's wagon.
I know, my gosh. She would have been a great gold member.
Oh, she would have. Gold member would have been a different film with Kelly Rowland, the best member of Destiny's Child, and that is my honest to God opinion.
I feel like she would have taken that role a little more serious, and Beyonce did not quite understand the powers.
Pardon me, I'm making a mess.
You are making a mess. What a pigsty we have.
Beyonce doesn't understand history, and that's a historical movie, so...
It is a historical film.
Yeah.
It's a historical film.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
as a
pretty
teacher should show it to my class.
Maybe that's why you and I didn't like it so well as the others, because there's a little too much history in it.
Too much learning, too much book learning. Am I at school?
Yeah. Yeah, what's the deal? I'm not...
What's the deal, Austin?
Hey, teach.
They teach. You know, what are you trying to, mix learning with cool stuff? I don't get it.
Are you trying to make it E and I?
Trying to make an EI in here? I don't think so. Not so fast, pal.
Need no E and I.
Is that a song? I'm sorry.
It is now.
Is that okay? Anyways, Howard.
Yes,
What
sir.
is it that I always say? Who makes us?
The fans.
The fans. Well, actually, I should say the sponsors make us.
Well,
They're
and
the best.
also we made ourselves because
We are self-made.
We are self-made geniuses. We learned how to synthesize NZT in our kitchen yesterday, and now we are geniuses.
We have NZT. For those that don't know, is the limitless drug. We've been cooking up batches here, and we've never been smarter. You know. Right now, I just figured out that a lot of women that I thought just don't have phones, or just they actually stopped responding to my texts. They didn't lose their phones. So I'm figuring things out as I go along.
Yeah, but probably still most of them did lose their phones.
They probably did lose their phones. That's why they stopped texting me.
Yeah, that
I mean,
makes no sense to me.
That makes the most sense. But some of them, I guess, are just being rude. They're just rude. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, they say about 1% of the population is terminally rude, so, that explains it.
That does explain it, and we won't have to dive into that any further.
It's their problem, not yours.
Yeah. I'm not single because of me. I'm single because of them.
It's like Vince McMahon once said, I'm not the asshole. Each and every one of you are the asshole.
Vince McMahon, one of our wisest prophets.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, and just a great man all around,
yeah,
I feel like.
Very good-hearted man.
Not controversial,
no, just keeps his nose clean and out of the
his
headlines.
Dick as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, so our fans... They're not as smart as us, so they ask us questions because we have the answers.
They don't.
Just when they think they have all the questions, we Well, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, pretty
yeah.
much. You were right, though.
Yeah. We have the answers. I don't know. All right. So, anyways.
You have questions. We have answers. Home
That's
Depot.
Mansers.
Man.
Boom. I love it. Mansers. A stamp right there, an explosion right
How
there.
many boobs can you lick before your tongue falls off?
Can your balls explode from farting so hard? Boom. Mansers.
In my maybe 7th grade health class or something, this lady came to talk to us, and she told us that there was a form of syphilis that could make your testicles explode.
Oh, shit. That's grim.
That's not true.
Okay. Look at her trying to pass off Mansers.
Yeah, she was trying to fearmonger.
Yeah,
Turns out
fearmonger
there's
through
nothing
Mansers.
wrong with syphilis. I've had it plenty of times.
I know you have.
Proud of it. Into the stigma. Hashtag.
End the stigma, yes. End the enigma, I should say.
Edward
Batman Forever.
Enigma.
Smart film.
One of the smartest.
We'll talk about it someday.
Yeah.
All right, so
Some guys will anyway.
some guys might, not us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Man, I have it all disorganized here. So, is this okay? Where's the beef here? How we do? Okay, White Trash Teach is asking you and John Legere. Where does the beef stem from? Is that
What?
Teach? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's him. Our cut and paste got a little jumbled, so if we
We
don't
got a cut and paste job,
attribute-
just a large block of text. I'm so we're just numbskulls. That's on me.
It looks like the Wrestling Observer.
It looks like the Bible.
yeah, it does.
Something else I have difficulty
If
reading.
Dave Meltzer wrote the Bible,
Yeah.
it would look like this.
He does. Okay. So I assume that's Teach. I would hope
Yeah.
so. He's a smart guy.
Yeah. Hey, Teach. Thanks for the education. Now, now John Legere, he first encountered. He crossed my eyes. His tweets just started showing up unannounced on my timeline, and I was new to Twitter, and it took me a while to even figure out how to type. If everyone recalls Proto Howard back in the day, the Proto Howard, Larval Howard, and
Before your alpha brain, of course.
yeah, before I started taking Alpha Brain. Thank you, Joe Rogan. You are a good man. I don't care what everyone else on the internet seems to say about you.
I do.
Well, yeah, fuck off, Joe Rogan. Anyway,
Fuck off, man.
John Legere, he was coming across on my timeline, and he's a CEO of a big company, but he conducts himself like a clown when he should be behaving as a king. Now, you know I'm a man who likes to have fun, Franklin. I let my hair down and let my shoes fly, and I get loose as a goose. Now, that's no question to anybody who's ever met me, but I do believe that if you're in the boardroom, you shouldn't be acting like you're in the bedroom.
Yeah,
If
all
you're in
business.
the boardroom, you're wearing a tux. Your hair is something that you could set a damn John McCain's army time clock to. Now, you know what I'm saying now, but you got this clown out here. He looks like Matthew Lee Massey with his old man Steven Seagal hair. He's wearing a pink jumpsuit like he's Matthew Lesko, and he's having his slow cooker Sundays dancing around with Jimmy Fallon. Well, I don't gotta tell you 3 times twice that that's the kind of thing that makes me sick to my damn stomach. Now, I'll tell you another thing, Franklin. I'll tell you another thing, Teach. I'll tell you another thing, John Legere. This guy now, I started following him because I said, hey, I gotta keep an eye on this guy. I don't want these things to just randomly pass before my eyes. I want to keep an eye on this guy. I want to keep a close eye on him. Well, next thing you know, this guy, this motherfucker, he's going to Congress, and he's trying to get a merger passed. He wants to take over all of the telecommunication industry. So now he's a big bad corporate crook, and you got your Jack Allison out there. He's taking on the guy who wrote Legends of Tomorrow, whatever. I guess that's cool. I'm taking on a billionaire who's trying to get in bed with the Trump administration. What's up now, Uncle Howard?
God damn! Is this just like the mixtape here? This is going on the Howard mixtape. Jeez
Yeah.
Louise!
I'm trying to get my billing upped in the BugCon tweets.
Are those bars? Is that what bars are? That I hear so much about.
I was spitting fire.
You were incinerating the man, and you know what? John Legere, and I said it once, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it to the end of time. That man looks like you know the guy from Rock and Roll Express who looks like the Toxic Avenger?
Yeah.
Tommy Rich, I think it is.
Yeah.
cross-eyed kind of guy. He
does look a lot like Tommy Rich.
He
You're
looks
right.
like Tommy Rich from the Rock and Roll Express, the non-heartthrob.
Yeah.
For those that don't know,
Not
the Rock and
Sweet
Roll.
Stan Lane.
No, the Rock and Roll Express were a tag team.
I think they still are.
They still. They were a famous tag team. They no longer are a famous tag team, but they're still a tag team. They're still wrestling, which is just insane. But so they're sort of heartthrob-ish and
It was a different
hip
time.
communities. Is it a
People-
different time? That's a
people-
nicer way to put it.
Yeah.
It's a nicer, your way was nicer.
One of them had such a cross eye. Was the kind of cross eye you only get if you were hit in the head really hard.
Yeah, that's like a Happy Madison.
It was
kinda
like a brain
character.
damage.
Yeah, I'm
cross-eye.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a shovel to the head, Home Alone style.
Yeah.
Cross-eyed incident.
Yeah, it's some Daniel Stern
Daniel
style.
Stern, rest in peace. No. So I was saying, Rock and Roll Express, most notably, are known for. There was a time they were big in the '80s. I guess sort of heartthrobs again, perplexing reasons, and there was a private dancer at who was the other guy? It wasn't Hillbilly Jim, but it was some other dude. The Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant.
Boogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. That's right.
So-
I know this story well.
So yes, it's a classic story, but I think even non-wrestling fans should be a little educated on it.
Yeah,
it's
it's
an
important.
urban legend, but it's fact to me. And they had a private dancer and a glass table, and
Hold me
one member of the
closer,
Rock and Roll
private
Express decided to go under the glass table
Yes,
while
sir.
she defecated. One decided to vomit.
The other decided to jerk off.
The other
there's
decided
no
to jerk
tomorrow.
off like there's no tomorrow. Thank you, Howard. And Jimmy Valiant was probably jerking off in the room as well.
Yeah.
But so I think John Legere is much like Tommy Rich, the man who stayed under the glass table and behaved like a buffoon. So
I
that's
think
where that beef comes from.
Yeah, we got everything against John Legere. If you want to talk business practice, we got an argument against him. If you want to talk about him as a man, we got a lot against him there too. There is no factor, no facet of John Legere that we cannot easily dismantle and destroy.
Yeah, I agree completely. So the next question, we got a few from Craner Wife here.
Crane
First-
wife.
First one, where's the beef?
Fraser?
Where's the beef? Look at the Andre the Giant Battle Royal in WrestleMania. You'll find out where the beef is,
Yeah.
Crane Wife. That's
Where's
a quick one.
Where's the beef? I wish we still had it, but AOC took it all away.
She took our cows away.
Yeah, she took
She took our cows away. AOC doesn't want us to jerk off anymore eventually.
Yeah, no, AOC just wants us all to be. She wants us to go full Matrix.
Jesus
Just brains
Christ.
in a vat with computer wires in them.
I sometimes feel that way already. I think that's more. I think AOC wants to be like Bruce Willis surrogates and just be these robots and the ugly versions of ourselves can stay at home and the surrogates go out and fuck. But that movie's flawed because it's kind of like I don't know if you ever had you ever been in a chat room and had cyber sex, Uncle Howard.
Yo, many times.
So a lot of times when I would have
Still do
cyber sex, still do it today. Why not? What are you supposed to do at 4 o'clock in the
Yeah,
day?
those Yahoo chat rooms don't exist by accident.
so like I guess a few times I've been guilty of it. I would cyber sex with a guy and be like, "Hey, I'm a guy too."
Yeah,
Gotcha. I feel like that's what Bruce Willis surrogates is mostly. So just a bunch of horny dudes fucking each other, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm gonna be the Elizabeth Banks robot or whatever.
Yeah. I fucked a girl who looked just like Elizabeth Banks. Like, yeah.
We're talking about this kind of stuff though in the Matrix and everything. It just kind of makes you wonder, like, do you own all your gadgets and gazmos, or do they own you?
Yeah, it's a great question, Howard.
Something to think about.
So another thing to think about. Now, this is a great question by Crane White. She asked, Chance versus Mr. Boston. Who wins in a battle of brains? Who wins in a battle of brawn?
Wow.
So in a battle of brains, maybe you feel differently, Howard. I feel Chance wins that because this guy's from Boston. He's hanging out with Gary Busey on the fucking weekends. In one of the I Love Money previews, he's there on the boardwalk with like Gary Busey, and he's like chit-chatting with him. Like, you're talking some brain-dead Boston bozos, probably hanging out with Mike Mitchell at Fenway. Who knows? I love Mike Mitchell. He's a nice guy.
So
Anyways,
they say.
so they say. fuck, we're gonna get our asses kicked. So, yeah, my thing, Chance. I think Chance is the smarter of the two. In a battle of brawn, Bostonians don't play by the rules.
That's
A
true.
bunch of roughnecks, uncivilized.
I agree with you completely, Franklin. I don't necessarily have the same reasoning as you.
You unwrapping some Werther's candy there, Howard?
No, I don't know what you might have been hearing.
Okay.
I'm just rolling over all these Werther's wrappers that are in the bed is the issue.
Ah, I see them now. Yes.
yeah,
yes.
I
You
like
and your
them because they
candy.
shine bright as gold.
I see.
I do agree that Chance would defeat Mr. Boston in a battle of brains, but it is not because Mr. Boston is a idiot Bostonian, although that is true. It is because Chance has a certain cunning that you cannot teach in an educational boardroom or university. He's got smarts, bro.
You're talking street smarts?
I'm talking street smarts, I'm talking horse sense, and I'm talking common sense, which I will remind you doesn't seem to be so common anymore.
I love when old ladies lecture me on that. That's always a fucking treat.
In California's governor election, there was some lady who was running, and her little catchphrase at the end of her ads was, "Seems to me common sense ain't so common anymore."
That is brilliant.
I loved her.
is
And her
fucking
ads were all just, it would, show her at a debate, and, the actual, candidates who had a chance would be like, "Hey, that's a good point, lady," And
Yeah.
so it was just like her point was basically, the other guys think I'm kind of smart sometimes. Anyway, and I do think Mr. Boston would win in a battle of brawn, and the reason for that is I find his speaking style very similar to former UFC middleweight fighter Chael Sonnen, who could fight. So I assume any guy who kind of has a kind of quavery white guy nerd voice probably also, trained in Olympic wrestling since age 4.
I agree with that. I agree with that completely.
Yeah.
All right. Next question here. We got okay, what is the greatest wrestling feud of all time? That's a tough one.
That
That's
is
a lot.
that is a tough one. I mean, Val Venus versus Kai and Tai is
Val Venus versus Kai, because the threat of getting his dick chopped off was very eminent. And he almost- he got circumcised.
choppy UPP, I believe, was the
Right, yeah.
sensitively used language.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Well, but that's that's culturally sensitive because that's
Yeah, so you can't-
that
you
was
can't
their
talk about that
language.
anymore.
That was their language, and that's how.
That's a direct quote.
Yeah, that was an actual Japanese man said choppy
It
UPP, so he was speaking Japanese.
How can it be racist if it's coming out the Japanese?
It would be
man?
racist not to say.
It would be racist to try to correct them and
Yeah, excuse me,
That's-
sir. I think you.
You mean cut off your penis? No, I don't care for that. So that's one of the greatest feuds of all time. And now Crane Knife is also asking, what's the dumbest? I mean, all wrestling feuds are very intellectual and very
It's
smart.
hard to think of a dumb one. I mean, I guess the only ones I can ever think of that are dumb is when it's two guys who are friends, but they're still feuding because life's too short to fight with your friends.
That's true. That is so true. It's like maybe Booker T and Edge over a Japanese shampoo commercial, but even then, that's a lot of money at stake, so that's not dumb at all.
No, that makes perfect sense. And I mean, who can forget the beautiful love between Kane and Lita that was spoiled by the villainous Gene Snitsky?
No, nobody can forget that.
No.
And there was an abortion. It was very sad. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
there was a baby punted into
It was a miscarriage. I apologize. A miscarriage.
Yeah, well, it was a, nature's abortion.
Nature's abortion. Jesus Christ. Okay, so the next question: what's the biggest fight you and Franklin ever had?
Damn. Well,
We've had some good wrestling matches. I mean, fight.
We there was one time you and I got pretty heated at each other, and I thought maybe it would be the last time we ever saw each other because we both stormed away and got lost very quickly, and that was the time that I admit it's my fault. I had taken all of the DVDs in the house and I threw them away, and then in the DVD cases I replaced them all with copies of Philomena.
I cannot forgive you for that shit. I tried watching so many movies. I'm here trying to watch Blood Diamond. No go. I'm trying to watch Zoolander. No dice. Undercover Brother. No luck.
No.
American Pie 2. The creme de la creme of films, of soundtracks. And it's Steve Coogan and Philomena. Ooh, life's too short. Ooh, you hit by a run by Fruity.
I gave my baby up for adoption.
Is that a real line?
Well, I don't know. That's what it was about.
Is that what it was about?
Yeah, she was a nun, but before she became a nun, she was pregnant, and she was like, I gotta get rid of this baby.
And the baby was Steve Coogan?
And then, no, Steve Coogan is like just a nice guy.
He wants to fuck.
Yeah,
Philomena.
he's horned up for a 90-year-old nun.
What a pervert, but you know what a guy as well, you know.
Gotta respect a pervert.
Next question comes from Harpo Garza, my man I do Boskin and Our Glory with Star Wars podcast.
Boskin, our glory.
Oh god, we need to change our name.
Okay.
No, yeah, so shout out to Boskin and Our Glory. Maybe one day you'll be on that, Howard.
I'd love to. I've got
Oh, is this a commitment?
Yeah, sure, whenever. I'll do it. Yeah. Hey,
We got Howard.
you know, speaking of Star Wars, and earlier we were talking about Star Trek, that just reminded me that yesterday I was driving and I saw a car with 3 bumper stickers. One was the Starfleet sticker,
Yeah.
one was the Rebel Alliance, and
course.
one was the Avengers logo. And I thought, pick a goddamn team and stick with it.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck this guy.
Want to be protected by all of those? Those
No,
are 3 of
you
the
can
most
only
powerful entities in all of the world. It's like when you see someone and they, say support the police or something, bumper stickers because they think the cops are going to see it and get away with it. But that's not going to work. You just look like a fool, and it's
You're
not
a
going to. Do you think that that Captain Jean-Luc Picard is going to help you out when he sees that you also support Tony Stark?
No.
Hell no.
Oh my god, how obnoxious.
So embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. That is just, that's conflict. I can't get over
Talk
that.
about a flip-flopper. Hey, John Kerry, do you drive a Jetta?
I love it, yeah. Oh god, sorry, I'm like honed in that. So Harpo's asking us, I'm sorry, I can't get past it. Avengers, Rebel Alliance, and the damn Starfleet. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. That person, I wish you got down their number, and I wish you called the actual police.
I should have called the actual police on that instead of the karma police.
Or the fashion police.
Yeah, I called the fashion police and the karma police.
Or at least I mean, if this guy has 3 fucking bumper stickers, I'm sure the fashion police could find something on him. I'm sure he was already violating some rules of fashion already.
I only wish there was also a Bullet Club sticker on there. You could have the 4 coolest teams in town.
Oh lord. Sorry, Harpo. He's asking, who would you have sided with, the Hatfields or the McCoys? Am I 70 years old, dude?
Yeah.
The only I saw Modern Family mention the Hatfields and the McCoys in a dodgeball game. That's about all I can tell you about. Is this
It's a tale of history.
It's a Western?
It's a tale as old as time. I think it was in the South, and there were these 2 dumbass families, and they just hated each other for generations. I don't know. I don't think it matters. I think they were both pretty much as stupid as each other. So, by that, I will choose the McCoys because of the band The Real McCoy.
Yeah, that sounds about right for me as well.
Right.
What was the like the Romeo and Juliet
The
movie?
Montagues and Capulets.
No, I understand that. But what was the version in New York of like the Greasers and whatnot?
Oh,
what was it called?
West Side Story.
West Side Story. Ask
I
me
want
the
to
difference
be
there.
in America. Okay, for me in America. That's
Yes.
from it. Yeah.
See, I would understand that reference at least. I don't know. Again, maybe Hatfields and McCoys. I'm sorry, Harpo. I've let you down. You're expecting a smarter answer, and you got a bird brain one instead.
Yeah,
buddy.
but well, it wasn't a bird brain answer.
Yours was a smart
We
answer.
talked about Romeo and Juliet, and then
We did.
we talked about West Side Story.
We mentioned modern day literature.
A girl named Maria. Hey, that's a movie about people of Latino descent, so that should be a good answer for you, Harpo Garza.
Now we close it off with something racist. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Anyways, so JP Gale.
We're friends, so we can do that.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We legitimately
You
could.
guys can't. We can.
You can't. That is racist as shit if you
Yeah.
guys do it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
JP Gill at Go JPG, Go JPEG. All right.
Okay.
I'm a PNG guy myself.
Oh, you're
higher
a pinger,
resolution.
huh? I'm
Yeah.
a bump.
Oh, you're a bump
Yeah.
bitmap. You're like a lot. I remember back in like AOL days, like the bitmaps. Like, oh man, this photo's a bitmap. It's gonna take forever to load.
Yeah, they were good. Or a TIFF.
A TIFF. I'm not too familiar with TIFFs.
I don't know much about TIFFs, but I know they're out there, and I keep an eye on them.
They come in pairs.
Just like twins.
Twins? Okay. Let's get a little less horned up. This is about beef, you guys. This episode's
Yeah.
about beef. Where's
Yeah,
the
that's
beef?
right.
Rivalries, feuds. You know, so JP Gale's asking us, Dave and Buster's have any beefs with them? Do Dave and Buster have a beef? My local DMBs has been trash ever since they got rid of their Derby Owners Club machine. Now, I don't know much about the Derby Owners Club machine. We have a Deal or No Deal machine, and I can't say who hogs it up because then I'll be racist, but do the math.
Who loves deals or not deals the most?
Oh my god! I mean, I'm just saying it was hilarious to see such a. I shouldn't even elaborate, but it was just something to see. It was something to see, and they hogged the machine. It's what it is.
Yeah, we have a lot of beef with Dave and Buster's. One of my biggest issues is that a guy who thinks he's fly is also known as a buster. So
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, do you really want to go to a place that's effectively called Dave and Scrubs?
That is a good point. And you know what? Funny thing is, Buster is the mysterious one of the two. I read that.
Oh yeah, he's.
Of course he would be.
Yeah, it's like how on MythBusters, you'd think the guy named Jamie would be the more laid back one, but he's
pretty
more
tense.
uptight one. Yeah, I think so.
So I'm sorry they got rid of the Derby Owners Club machine. I know they got rid of physical tickets. It's all on the card now.
Yeah.
It's kind of garbage. Now I know in the summer in South Florida, Dave and Buster's opens up at 10 a.m., which I think is just great. And I feel like there has to be regulars who go to Dave and Buster's to get drunk early.
You gotta beat the heat.
The what?
You gotta beat the heat.
Oh, okay.
Get
I
there
know like
early.
the Miami Heat. Sorry about that.
I have not beat the Miami Heat, but I have beaten Shaq on a number
You
of times.
beat Shaq once, you and Aaron Carter?
Yeah, it was right after his party.
It was right after his party. Come on, get up. Everybody get on now. Yeah. That's all I know. So, damn, I'll ask you sometime how you beat Shaq.
Oh, that'll be for our sports episode.
It goes boom. Okay, I'll stop. All right. So, sorry, JP Gale. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
It is really unfortunate. So, I think, okay, Bird asked a question. Jeez Louise. Okay.
We've got
no.
something. Yeah, no.
He's my third in Boston Our Glory. Sorry, no, the way we have things organized, I'm not upset at Bird. Come on.
Come on.
So he's asking if being fat as fuck in wrestling wasn't a death sentence already. Would you encourage a super heavyweight to trim down in beef? This isn't.
Trim down or pack on the beef. In
So,
order to be
I would say this-
unwrestlable and therefore undefeatable.
I was gonna say this isn't about beef, Bert. This isn't about literal mass, but we'll answer your question. Yeah, wrestlers should be fatter. And that's pretty simple. Right?
Yeah, asked and answered.
I mean, I don't want to be like Snyder or anything like that. I love Bert. I got a lot of love for Bert.
No, Bert, it's a great
about
question.
rivalry.
Wrestlers should be fat. I would love to see a rivalry between two fat wrestlers one day.
Me and Bert were losing our shit at MLW when the two fattest guys, Barrington Hughes and Ace Romero, were
Those
fighting.
are big boys.
Those are some big boys. And then Colonel Robert Parker goes in and, hey, boys! This is him saying it, not me. I am not the race. Well, you can't be racist towards boys. He's like, hey, boys, my boys. You guys missed a sign for the pie eating contest across the street. And it's just giving him the business.
And then his team, the Dirty White Boys, took him on.
Yeah, that's right. You saw that episode.
No, but I know what that guy's up to. It's up to
He's like, go get them, boys! And then he threw his hat on the ground. He's like,
Yeah,
I can't stand these boys.
He's
These
so-
big boys ruining my day.
He's so mad at boys. But he also loves the boys. He's a man of contrast.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Colonel.
Friend of the show, Colonel Robert Parker. Oh Lord. Okay,
Good man.
so good man, flawed but a good man.
Sure.
Okay, Blair's asking us. Got a lot of love for Blair.
Yeah.
Favorite
big-
celebrity death match? Okay. I feel like there was one with Stone Cold.
Yeah, there was a Stone Cold one, and that's gotta be my answer.
Yeah, I wish we prepared a little more. I remember it was during the halftime of the Super Bowl, and that was my favorite one. I didn't like the referee too much, the bald ref,
Judge Mills Lane.
Yeah. I found it to be condescending. I found overall the show, it was very tragic how somebody would die at the end of the match.
Yeah, it was like you'd have like Snoop Dogg versus DMX or something. And
Yeah, that's
then, and then like Snoop Dogg's head would get ripped off, and you'd be like, "Hey, I like that guy."
Yeah, like I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
That's the one I was rooting for here.
Yeah, hey.
That was my experience of it as a kid.
I guess that's sports though for you.
That's
Someone's
sports,
always
though.
got to
Somebody's
die.
Somebody's always has to die after every game. So, see, now she told me there was Chloe Moretz and Kim Kardashian beef. Do you know anything about this, Howard, or should I do a quick Bing search?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I can only assume that it's based upon computing
Butts?
power.
Oh. I'm such a brain dead bose. I'm just going like, was the feud about butts? Is it
Yeah.
about butts? She's got a
Chloe
butt.
Grace Moretz has always prided herself on her butt above all else.
She's got a lot of booty. Now I remember Kardashian's sister, the other Chloe.
Oh, maybe that's where the argument's from. Is they just got confused and didn't know who was who anymore.
Oh, okay. So she says, "Let's all welcome Chloe G. Moretz to Twitter since no one knows who she is. Your nylon cover is cute, boo." And yeah,
Why would she just said that out of nowhere?
yeah, that's kind of weak. Obviously I'm on Chloe's side because we have a
Yeah.
history. We have an intimate history.
Yeah.
And
She's
we have a
on
legal
email.
history.
Yeah. Well,
we
and,
do have. Yeah.
that forged in flame is what they say about a lot
It's
of
set in
friendships.
stone.
Yeah.
Our documents are set in stone, and
Yes.
so I'm on Chloe's side. Obviously, Kim K. I think her sister posted a photo of somebody with a wardrobe malfunction that wasn't Chloe, but she was wearing a similar bikini to Chloe, and I was like, oh, that's really in poor taste, and that's how the Kardashians operate, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're not good folk. They're enemies of the show for sure.
They're enemies of the show, and Caitlyn killed somebody in her car, right, Howard?
Yes, she did. She ran them right over with her
Matthew Broderick.
top drop.
Her
GMC. Yeah, I don't know.
Her
Is that a thing that
GMC.
cars are?
I don't know cars either. In her GMC big truck,
Yeah,
small truck,
GMC chop
Van?
drop. Got all.
her drop top.
She put 4 on the floor and ran over a lady's head.
Oh shit! That's
No, I don't
fucked
know
up.
if that's what happened, but I'm sure.
So Blair's also got. Did you know Sylvester Stallone started the rumor about Richard Gere putting gerbils up his butt?
I didn't know that because I was actually there when Richard Gere did what he did, and I can say that it's not a rumor. It was just a thing that I tried to keep it a secret, actually.
It's not a secret anymore, pal.
No, it was because it was on the set of Pretty Woman, and Gary Marshall saw the whole thing.
That's right.
There's a if you watch New
DVD
Year's,
extra?
Yeah, if you watch New Year's Day, there's a nod to it.
Is it not? Oh God, I don't even want to know anymore. Oh Lord. So Valerie's asking us at Stealing Valerie, East Coast or West Coast? Wow, this is gonna divide us, isn't it?
Wow, this might be an issue because
Why would this divide us? It's so stupid.
well, Florida doesn't really have claim to either coast, and in fact, Florida has 2 coasts. You
Right.
have the Gulf Coast or the ocean coast. So.
That's right. So I don't think you know what? I'll say this much, Valerie. In terms of live television, the East Coast will always reign superior, and that's just fact. That's just fact. We get our NBA games at a reasonable time, and we have our nip slips uncensored. So,
Well, I'm gonna go back to our friend Snoop Dogg, who we mentioned earlier, and talk about when he was at the BET Awards in like 1993, and he said, "Fuck Bad Boy, fuck Puffy, fuck Biggie,
fuck you, man.
West Coast for life."
Okay. Well, you know what? You did say West Coast girls are undeniable in my favorite Katy Perry
They're
song. So.
fine, fresh, fierce, and they got it on
They got it on
lock.
lock. Yeah. So, anyways, man, we got a lot of questions, man. Shit, we did not think this through.
God, I
We
was
didn't-
too thirsty for questions.
Yeah, man.
Let's
Jesus.
let's skip a couple here. Let's just get
Should
up
we
to
skip
the-
a couple? Let's skip.
Yeah,
a couple.
no offense, everybody, but let's just. There's some stuff I just don't know the answer to.
Yeah,
And-
Jordan Haas is asking us, you think they'll ever make Late Shift 2 of Conan and Jay? I would say, just a quick answer, I think we need to explore more Conan's rivalry with George Lopez, because that's where the real heat is. If you want to
Yeah.
add anything to that, Howard.
Jay's so over it. You know, he's
Jay's over it.
moved
Jay
on.
won it.
Why can't Conan?
Oh, burn. That's a dunk.
Yeah.
Now,
Bye-bye.
Jeff Gibson, man who designed our art, great
Yeah,
man,
the-
smart man,
The
too.
architect.
The architect. Okay.
The architect.
The architect. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
So, I can't really think of any question except if you think Thanos will bring back Stanley. That's funny shit.
Stan. Yeah. I'm
I'm sorry. I'm
pre-
a moron. I'm laughing. I think it's
I'm
hilarious.
pretty sure that Thanos will bring him back. He
should've
needs to
screened it.
restore the balance of the universe.
Welcome back, old friend. That's how it's gonna go. He's an ogre now. Thank you. Wow, you're
Wow,
a big blue man.
Excelsior!
Hell of a dick you got there, Thanos. Thank you, mate. Thank you to the maker. He's now Batman as well.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's Batman and he believes in the Maker.
The maker. Thank the maker. It's like C-3PO.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aaron Bryant. That's a first time question, so I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Skip that. So
Biggie A.
Biggie A. Bryant, which is the better rivalry, Bears versus Packers or you versus T-Mobile? So Bears versus Packers. I'm not a football guy, but it's the better. It's
It's
I don't
a
say it's the better
storied rivalry. It's
because you have the Step-by-Step family, and they're all
Yeah.
cheeseheads.
That's right.
You know, so there's a lot of heat there, and you have Seth Rollins, who's a Bears fan. So
And
there's
that's
a
cool.
lot. So you have these dividing lines of very important people in history taking these large stances for cheeseheads or da Bears, as I believe they like to be called. Now all those people from the Bears segment have passed away.
Yeah, the dearly departed.
The dearly
George
departed.
Wendt.
The Departed, that's what the movie came from.
Oh yeah, that's right. They
Scorsese
made
movie.
it. It was about John Goodman dying after
John Goodman,
doing
Chris
it,
Farley, and the
Bears.
others.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bears, the Departed. Da Departed.
A great Chicago movie.
Yeah. And that rat at the end, he was looking for some cheese, man. Some
Yeah.
Packers cheese.
That's right. So anyway, I guess the answer is Bears versus Packers
Yeah.
is the better rivalry.
Yeah. Yours is still heating up.
It's still getting there. We don't have the Ditka going on yet or anything like that. You know, I'm not Ditka level. I'm like Dick Butkus still. I'm going for Ditka. So once I hit Ditka, then we'll reevaluate. That's a good question, Aaron Bryant. Thank you.
Thank you for asking that, Aaron.
Yeah, thanks, friend.
So, okay. Ship roll.
Ugh.
We'll get around to that maybe next week. No. So, what do you think of Howard Stern's? He's joking with us. Goddamn, he pulled a fast one. This little shithead.
He Baba Booeyed us.
What do you think of Howard Stern's penis? Why didn't we fucking screen these, man?
God damn it. God
He
damn
fucking
it. I'm
pulled a fast
furious.
one on us.
I'm fucking furious.
This is your boy.
Yeah. Chip off the old block.
Well, we gotta check that sometime. The DNA results come in next week.
They should be coming any minute now.
You know what? I mean, This motherfucker legitimately got us. 'Cause I didn't review that shit at all.
He got us so good. God bless
He got
that
us
boy.
good. Fuck you, dude. What do you think of man? The fucking nerve, man. This is like a C-SPAN. Fuck him, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He really grabbed her by the pussy or whatever. It was.
Yeah.
They used to do in a more innocent time.
Yeah. He asked us a real
Fuck
question.
her in the pussy was
Yeah.
what they said. Yeah.
So he's saying Mr. Big in Sex and the City versus Don Draper. I'm not even gonna answer this question, even
Yeah.
though I want to, and even though it's a very good question, shit, bro, because you pulled a fast one on us.
Yeah, you don't deserve an answer, funny guy. Go make your own podcast if you're such a laugh riot.
So I'm gonna say though Don Draper because Mr. Big's job is to look at stats all day in the Sex and the City movie. He's looking at charts and like numbers.
Yeah.
He's not doing shit, so he's not important. So
That that just reminded me that there was this kind of terrible, like, kind of MySpace era girl rap group, and there's a video that they make, and there's at the beginning it's like they're supposed to be their dad, and it's just this old guy on a phone with a bunch of money on the desk, and he goes, all he says into the phone is, "Business never sleeps."
yeah, that's the jobs these guys have.
Pretty cool thing.
Cool job to have.
When you're
man.
such a big shot, your business is just business.
It's business. What do you do for Lore? Oh, I work in business.
Business is my business, and business is good.
Business is good, man. Okay.
All right.
Next question. Who is this from? Is
This
Sleeves?
is from it's
Is this
Jack. Yeah,
Jack asked the question.
I made him.
Thank you for making him.
Yeah.
What do you-
He's-
okay, yeah.
First, I was harassing him a little bit. I made fun of him. And then he said, shit, I was recording Struggle Session, Howard. And then he says, how should one confront someone in a way that won't make them immediately defensive? I don't know why you would ask that, Jack. You're a real fucking diplomat already.
I don't know if why would he ask us a real question that like takes actual like cognitive thought to like go through?
Yeah, what's going on here, Jack? Now, if you, I guess here's how I do it. Is Franklin and I both have a bit of a story that it stemmed from the local 7-Eleven. I think it's store 36-231. Is that right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So can I start?
Yeah, please do.
So this 7-Eleven guy, he would give me so much grief sometimes about my Slurpee cups. I'd go back and forth once in a while, and you know what? I'll give it a quick refill because this guy just gave me the third degree all the time, and I was sick and tired of him. So what if I got a little extra in my Slurpee? And that's how I would get them back. Each time I would go there, before I go to the register, I'd walk right back to the machine, put a little extra in there, sip a little bit, walk around, browse the store, read a magazine, get a little extra. Because that guy who worked the register pissed me off. Got me a little mad too.
Yeah.
So that was my way of getting him back. When you have a rivalry like that, sometimes all you do is see red, Jack. That's all I can say. It's tough. It's tough. It's.
But you
yeah.
you handled it peacefully. You're getting your revenge, and they don't.
Diplomatic
they're
way.
none the wiser. I took a bit of a different task at that 7-Eleven. We started with a similar dispute, but I decided to take it another direction. So I got myself a job at that 7-Eleven, and I worked as hard as I possibly could. I worked overtime. I never said no to any duty. I was there with a smile on every day. I made that company more money than they ever had. And meanwhile, while that was going on, I was also learning Cantonese. The reason for that was I was getting noticed in the company. I was getting noticed in the higher-ups, and I was getting promoted higher and higher. I started, I was managing local stores, and I was regional manager. The next thing you knew, I was in district sales, executive vice president. Before you knew it, I was in charge of overseas expansion because of my Cantonese.
That's true.
So I went up to the CEO of 7-Eleven, a Mr. Joseph DePinto, and I told him, I said, I'm the only one who can break you wide open in China. And he said, what do you need, Howard? And I said, I'm going to need $1,100 billion. And he said, that's no problem at all. And he wired it into my bank account, and that was the last that motherfucker ever saw of me. 7-Eleven's about to go out of business harder than they ever have. There's going to be criminal charges handed down all down the corporate hierarchy.
So you see, Jack, there's two ways to take revenge, and there's a dignified way like I did, and then there's the long con, such as you did, Howard. And Yeah,
I guess
I
that's
appreciate
what
the question.
separates the men from the boys.
That is true. That is very true.
Well, Franklin, hey, so we were talking about beefs and arguments and disputes and all that kind of stuff, and, I know we're running a little long, but I did have some famous, feuds that I was wondering. Thought we could talk about them a little bit, and,
Oh yeah, I mean, look, off the top of my head, there's Lindsay and Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
And their beef originated from the saddest of sources. Maybe not so sad for you because you're a fan,
Yeah.
but for anybody else,
I think it's pretty understandable.
it's pretty Aaron Carter was the reason for their
the season.
for the season and for the animosity between the Duff and Lilo. I mean, and then she went after Paris as well. I mean, Lindsay Lohan was a loose cannon.
She was too powerful for Hollywood is the problem. She couldn't
think that's
be
what happened?
controlled. Yeah, absolutely. I know it's what happened. If there's anything Hollywood wants, it's to keep their celebrities on a short lead. They want
them like Chris Evans.
They want some Chris Evans or a Chris Pratt or a Chris Pine or a Chris Hemsworth or a Christy Yamaguchi, any of those.
Chris Christopherson,
any of those yes men that just can't get enough of kowtowing down to the corporate hierarchy. But then you got Lindsay Lohan out there. She's a bit of a rogue. She's going after who she wants, when she wants, where she wants, what she wants, why she wants. And that's why they had to give her brain control drugs and make her go crazy.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. So her rivalry extends not just with those people, but with Hollywood itself.
To
But then you also have
Illuminati.
You also have the same time frame, Spencer and LC, and she showed up to him and Heidi's wedding, and their rivalry stemmed from driving a wedge between two friends from high school, a friendships that don't last for very long, Lauren, sorry to tell you, and yet she claimed like this guy's bad for you, this guy's bad, he's so bad. They're still together for over a decade now.
It looks like Team Spidey had the great power and the great responsibility.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Howard. Yeah, it seems like Heidi understood what was up. She went with the man with the crystals, very spiritually
the
touched
man who
man.
knows how to boogie board or something. I
He
think.
does not. He loves MMA
Yeah,
and,
he's a cool
and
guy.
burritos.
Yeah,
That's all he tweets about.
yeah,
It's
he
just
loves burritos, MMA, and surfing.
and surfing. What a cool dude.
Pretty fucking
Why
cool
are you?
life.
What a life to live. Like, if I was rich and white as hell and like that, he got his blonde girl from some new cans.
Yeah, he got her all new everything.
Got her all. He made his girlfriend the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that's right. He just got a Cadillac, threw some D's on that bitch.
Throw some D's on it. Oh Lord.
When
The homeboys will love us tonight. I feel like.
Yeah, we're really gonna be getting slapped some skin.
Slap me some skin, brothers.
When I think of famous feuds, there's one that is so, it's not just famous, but it broke my heart, and that was when I heard that The Rock and Vin Diesel weren't seeing eye to eye anymore.
Oh. Now I am Team Vin Diesel on this because The Rock needed Fast and Furious. Vin Diesel did not need The Rock.
That's right.
The Rock injected some life, but The Rock was a fine addition to the Fast and the Furious. But he was doing flop after flop after flop, and he had the security of a tentpole franchise like the Fast and the Furious to go back to have a hit and get some big numbers.
Revitalized his career. There's
It
no
did.
question about that.
What, Race to Witch Mountain was before
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious?
Doom?
I mean,
Wild.
yeah, these are some busts. And he could say, well, China loved Baywatch. Well, listen, buddy, we're not in China. We're not in China. The first women intercontinental champion.
Listen here, Chris Jericho.
That's a great China impression.
Thank you very much.
That's a great-
There is only one movie that I know of where the audiences truly did like it better than the critics. A little movie called Gotti.
Gotti, you gotta get respect from the 5 boroughs, which are Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, And the Bronx.
A fist.
Fist. Oh, he did a fist, right?
Yeah.
A
Because
fist.
he does a finger for each one, and then he shows that 5 makes a fist. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool that it's no. There you go. He throws a fist.
Imagine Stacy Keach with his weird face coming after you with the 5 burrows in his hand.
That's when Thanos takes a big gulp.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You've got the Infinity Gauntlet with your 5 stones. We've already done that joke.
Yeah, we've done that joke 1,000. There's like 6 stones too, by the way.
It's so good though.
It's a great joke.
yeah.
We know it's a great joke because we're telling you it's great.
Yeah, if it wasn't great, we would pretend it never happened. Like most failures in my life. Hey, what do you think about, do you remember when 50 Cent was going after everybody and he made the video about DJ Khaled where he went to the store that his mom worked at and filmed her while she was asleep?
Oh, that's fucked. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was like, I just want to tell you what a psychic told me. I know where your mom's be at. And then it was just like she was asleep in a store.
Oh, that's kind of fucked, man.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too crazy.
I don't like that very
That
much,
was
man.
too much of a feud. But also, 50 Cent feuded with Cameron, who made fun of him really bad. So
Didn't Cameron sample like a theme song to like Magnum PI?
yeah,
That's pretty dope.
Cameron, like everything that guy did was cool. I guess he's still cool. I don't know what he's up to.
I would
right
imagine as
now.
much.
But he was the one who made Bill O'Reilly so mad and then said, "You mad?"
Oh yes, in his Utah Jazz jersey.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking guy, man. Pick a better jersey next time you dunk on Bill O'Reilly, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, dude, he was saying I can dunk on you in a Utah Jazz jersey. Don't make me put on Chicago Bulls number 23.
Who's that? Tony Kukoc?
It's LeBron James, but
LeBron James, the
yeah.
greatest of all time.
the
Indisputable.
greatest of all time. No one denies it.
He's the greatest.
Every single game he's played, he's had the flu.
That's right. You got one flu game. I got 2,000 of them, pal. Get in line.
Every single one of these rings, I won with a fever of 104.
That's true. That is true.
The
Anyways.
man purposely keeps himself sick during the season.
He does. It brings the best out of him.
Yeah.
He treads a fine line. He's like, fuck, what's that movie, man? The one where they're like getting close to death so they can communicate.
Flatliners.
Flatliners. He's like the flatliners of NBA, NBA
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah, he's the like high feverer of the
High fever. The flu man. All right.
flu
Anyways, they're
man.
dumb. So, what other rivalries? I mean, there's like Rosie and Trump, which is just kind of like
Yeah,
you're
whatever.
fat. That was whack. Like,
But Trump and John McCain is a hell of a feud.
that's a hell of a feud
I'm
still
really
going.
interested
Apparently,
to see where that one's gonna go.
you know,
we haven't heard anything from John McCain lately. I think he's just saving up something to really.
he's
fire
licking his
back.
wounds.
Yeah, well, he's strategizing. He's gonna let Trump have it.
Yeah, that's true. That brain of his, it's
Firing
never,
on all cylinders.
never takes an off day. He's waiting for that comeback.
Did you,
know?
And while he's down and then licking his wounds, taking care of himself, his daughter is just out there dominating the media landscape.
That's true. She's running her mouth, but she's still gonna vote for Donnelly. So like, she's kind of a cuck.
She says, "I don't like you, but damn it, I respect you."
That's really how she feels about Donald Trump. Listen, Donald, I don't care much for your bashing of my father relentlessly, but goddamn, do I love your policies. Love the policies. I don't like the man. Amen.
I think it's bad that you are insulting my father, but I think it's good how racist you are.
That's basically that's basically all her feud right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's up there with like Jenny Garth and Shannon Doherty, kind of 90210.
Or Jenny McCarthy and a bunch of busybodies who think they know how to tell you how to raise your children.
Jenny McCarthy has the most beef with the most people imaginable.
Yeah, she's.
Now she's no longer Jim Carrey, right?
Oh, I don't know. Is she? Is she not? It's
I
hard
don't
to say.
know. Well, we're not smart at this.
Jim
We're not-
Carrey absorbed all of her intelligence, so it doesn't
That's fine.
need to be with her anymore.
Oh, that's he absorbed her intelligence. God damn, what a great reference. What a fucking damn near 30-year reference. He used Enigma vision from Batman Forever. He took her brainwaves, and that's it. He's done. God damn. People, watch Batman Forever. Maybe for those who say this podcast is taking a step down or it's not as good or it's not never was, watch a little movie called Batman Forever so you can get our references.
Yeah, then you'll see.
Then you'll see.
We don't dumb it down for you
don't
guys.
dumb it down.
You guys step it up to our level, or else, you know what? If you're not willing to put the work in to be a bedhead, maybe you're just not cut out for it.
Yeah, go join the Burger Brigade or something like that and stuff your mouth with a bunch of nonsense from a big bozo.
Go donate some Patreon money to a couple of jerks.
Oh, don't say that. Look, well, the Patreon stuff is fine.
No, it's cool.
They're good. They're talented guys. They're just not as smart as us. They're very well spoken, very articulate guys, the Doughboys, and we do support their efforts and think they're talented. They're just not as smart as us.
You're right. I got carried away.
No, that's fine. I've said worse, and it's not like nobody's ever gonna tell them this or like they'll give a shit.
Oh, what if they hear it and they got really mad at us?
Man, I hope Shampoodler doesn't like fucking make a rough cut of every shitty thing we've said.
Shampoodler's on our team, brother.
Oh, that's right. So he wouldn't drop dime on us. No, that's what I'm worried about at BugCon. Somebody's gonna like, hey, here's 30 minutes of Franklin and Howard bashing the Doughboys.
Yeah, first of all, let me just say that they would never listen to 30 minutes of that. They've got probably other things to do, I know. If it was vice versa, and I would be probably kind of impressed they knew who we were, I still wouldn't listen to 30 minutes
that'd
of
be pretty cool, right?
Of me,
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they know who we are.
Be like, hey, fuck you guys, how about that? But
God, they're gonna fucking punk us, dude.
If anybody wants to try to dime us out to the Doughboys, let me just say you are the biggest nerd.
Yeah, you are the biggest nerd, and we do genuinely whatever. They're fine. Yeah, don't dime us out though. That's some man.
We'll dime ourselves out. You have no fear. We'll march right up to them and we'll say, "Hey, Doughboys, this is for what you said about some restaurant you didn't like that I do. I don't know."
This is for Taco Rico. Just smash them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of them, though we do need to hire Steve Blackman for a security during BugCon.
He's the human weapon or something.
The human weapon? What's his name? No.
Yeah, I think
the lethal weapon.
The lethal
Steve
weapon.
Blackman.
The human weapon would have been cooler.
The human weapon. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this intellectual, educational episode of Pillow Talk. And informal. One of the smartest episodes we've ever had, Howard.
Yeah, I would say so.
And if you do dime us out to the Doughboys, what do you got to say to them, Howard?
Well, first I guess I'd like to say about our social media stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah. Hey.
First, I would like to tell them this. For anybody who dives us out to the Doughboys.
If you dive us out to the Doughboys, we have about 35 words for you. 1, follow us on Twitter. I'm Miata Guy 4. You are.
I'm Bug TV Franklin.
That's right. We have a podcast one we never use. I couldn't even remember what this is called. It's at Pillow Talk PCast. We are on SoundCloud. We are on Stitcher. We are on iTunes. If you can like us, rate us 5 stars, subscribe to us. A little word of mouth is a hell of a thing, they say. You know, we want to just create a sensation. We're out here every week busting our ass in 105-degree temperature on this king-sized bed. There's no temperature regulation.
A lot of body heat.
Yeah, and we, even though it's Florida, we never take off the comforter.
No, never.
No.
I need that comfort. I need that padding.
Yeah, they don't call it a uncomforter.
No. So why are you telling the Doughboys all of this?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Doughboys.
Hey, Doughboys, listen up. Let me tell you 2 things here.
Let me tell you a bunch of banality about our life.
You know what? Maybe instead of them beating our asses, we can bore them to death. But we could also tell whoever drops dime on us.
Hey, why don't you guys go fuck yourselves?